Hola a todos, máquinas y maquinotes, y bienvenidos un día más a mi canal. Y bueno, aquí os traigo el capítulo 4 de Mass Effect 2. Primero de todo, pediros perdón porque en el capítulo 2 o en el capítulo 3 de Batman Arkham City se me corta lo que es la barbilla, no se ve. Y es debido a que como no le tengo todavía cogido la medida la cámara, o sea, yo grabo con un iPhone y no tengo todavía bien cogida la medida de la cámara. Pero bueno, esto dentro de poco terminará porque me he comprado un trípode y seguramente que esto ya no vuelva a pasar. Y nada, pues estamos aquí en la Normandía. Tenemos que reunir a equipo, a los miembros del equipo. No sabemos si será bien los que teníamos en el Mass Effect 1 o son miembros nuevos que se añaden al equipo. No tengo ni idea. Y bueno, dije en el capítulo anterior que íbamos a ir a la Ciudadela, si mal no recuerdo, ¿no? Dije que iba a ir a la Ciudadela. Exacto, sí, dije que íbamos a ir a la Ciudadela. Así que vamos a ir a la Ciudadela. Vamos a coger aquí, vamos a navegar en la galaxia. Buah, cómo mola, tío. Ya no me acordaba de esto. Bueno, a ver. Ah, mira la nave, colega. ¡Hola, qué guapo! Que se puede dirigir con el ratón. ¡Buah, flipas! ¡Flipas! Vamos a ir al relé. No, quiero ir... A ver, espera. Depósito de combustible. Relé de masa. Aquí, sí. Vamos a ir aquí. Fijar destino de relé. Vale, ya voy sabiendo cómo se maneja. La Ciudadela. Aquí vamos. Allá vamos. No sé por qué ahí abajo aparece eso de Steam. Le doy al Shift y el tabulador y no se quita. Así que... Bueno, vamos aquí. Entrar en órbita. Perfecto. Esta colosal estación del espacio profundo fue supuestamente construida por los extintos proetanos y actúa como capital del Consejo de la Ciudadela. La gravedad se simula mediante rotación, alcanza un cómodo valor de 1,2 Gs estándar en los distritos y un nivel mucho más ligero, 0,3 G estándar en el anillo del presidio. Longitud total 44 kilómetros, diámetro 12 kilómetros, población 13,2 millones, sin incluir a los cuidadores, peso bruto 7.110.000, no, lo he dicho mal, se me ha ido la pinza, 7.110 millones de toneladas métricas. Vale, pues atracamos. Buah, como mola, tío. De vuelta a la Ciudadela. Bien. Vamos a ver qué cosas nos depara la Ciudadela. Aparte de ir a visitar al almirante... ¿Cómo se llama el almirante? Almirante Johnson, creo que era. Almirante Johnson, si no recuerdo mal. Bueno, todo esto a qué hora, vale, 7:22. Vale, pues salimos con los dos que tenemos. Añadir y añadir. Aceptar. Ah, es verdad que tenemos puntos de experiencia para añadirlos. Tenemos puntos de experiencia, puntos de pelotón, que se me había ido la pinza. A ver, 3 puntos de pelotón. Podemos maestría en combate. Venga, este. Y en Jacob y en Miranda también los tenemos que subir. Vale. Compramos el rango. Vale, puntos de pelotón 4. Oficial de Cerberus. Pone a punto las capacidades de combate, el daño de armas y la salud de Miranda. Confirme una confiere una bonificación de combate a todo el pelotón. Perfecto, pues sí. Vamos. Compramos el rango. Y también compramos el rango. Vale, nos queda uno, así que de momento se queda así. Jacob, operativo Cerberus, el daño de armas. Vale, este vamos a potenciar esto mismo también. Uno, comprar rango y comprar rango. Vale, perfecto. Pues ya está, ya no se puede subir más. Vale, aquí podemos poner las armas. Imagino que serán estas son las predeterminadas y se las podremos ir cambiando seguramente. Vale, pistola. Perfecto. Vale. Mirad quién ha venido, chicos. Vamos a mostrar el mapa. Vale. Rapid Trans, almacén, Fundación Sirta, Saronis Applications, Terminal Comunicaciones, Café de Zaquera, SegC Capitán Bailey, Rapid Trans, Salón de Darkster, Recuerdos de la Ciudadela, Expediciones Rodam, Terminal de Comunicaciones y Rapid Trans. Vale. O sea que es este piso ahora mismo tiene esto. Vale. Vamos a ir por aquí. Vale. Hombre, está claro.
Shut it down. What? Do you seriously think? Yeah, okay.
¿Qué pasa?
Sorry for the inconvenience, sir. Our scanners are picking up false readings. They seem to think you're dead.
Técnicamente lo he estado, pero me han reconstruido.
Would you mind checking in with my captain? He can reinstate you in our system. He's just past the scanners on your right.
Vale, habla con el capitán Bailey en la oficina SegC del distrito. No me ha dado tiempo a leerlo. Bueno, esto me imagino que serán misiones secundarias y esas cosas. ¿No? A ver. No. Vale, no son misiones secundarias. Habla con el capitán Bailey en la oficina del SegC del distrito de Zaquera, en la Ciudadela. Vale. Y el distrito de Zaquera, si no recuerdo mal, estaba aquí. Café de Zaquera. Vale, justamente aquí al lado. ¿Puedo hablar con vosotros? Ah, vale, es este, Capitán Bailey.
I see the problem already, Commander Shepard. My console says you're dead.
You're not worried I'm some imposter claiming to be me?
We have the best screening equipment in the galaxy. Those scanners can sample DNA from skin flakes. Hell, if you have unregistered gene mods, they can even figure those out.
Joder, sí que lo han reforzado la seguridad, sí. ¿Puedes solucionarlo?
Usually you'd have to go through the station security administration to reactivate your IDs. Then
vale.
Customs and immigration to regain access to the Citadel itself, and probably a stop by the
Por Hacienda, ¿no? Hacienda somos todos.
Is a popular tax dodge. But I can see you're a busy man. So how about I just press this button right here and we call it done.
Así que ¿qué tal si me limito a pulsar este botón de aquí y lo dejamos en eso? Es legal, no creo que sea legal.
Couldn't one of us or both of us get into trouble for that?
There's no way to fool the DNA scanners in that tunnel. You're you. Why wait in long lines and fill out a massive useless hard copy paperwork to get to the same place? The council does everything by the book. They've had thousands of years to write it. Sometimes things need to get done without...
Bueno, tú, tranquilidad. Parece un poco irregular. Hazlo, déjalo estar.
You're not big on formalities, are you?
I'm with them right up until they keep people from doing their jobs. There. I just saved you about 9 days of running around.
Me parece bien.
Said you should head up to the Presidium and tell them you're still alive.
Vale, tengo que dirigirme al Presidium.
Wants to talk to the one who got them their jobs.
Al diablo con el consejo, como voy allí desde aquí. Puede que el consejo quiera hablar con el que les consiguió sus trabajos.
I will.
Ese es mi plan.
Inspector's resources would be useful.
Yeah. The council can get anything. Best thing about working CSEC is that any equipment, information, or money you need, you get. Anyway, something else you need? Or can I get back to work?
¿De algo más o puedo volver al trabajo? Voy a preguntarle un
How'd you end
poquito a
up
ver.
working on the Citadel?
I started with the Alliance way back when, but the traveling was killing me. It's a shitty life if you're trying to raise a family, seeing your kids every 6 months. I joined CSEC so I could
Tiene que
see
ser
my
duro.
place, put down roots.
¿Y qué te parece estar trabajando ahí?
You like life here on the Citadel?
Life here is good. Hell of a lot different than life back on Earth. I miss the food mostly. You just can't get sockeye salmon here on the station.
¿Echas de menos la
Back
tierra?
there?
Earth, every couple of years, less and less all the time.
Una vez cada 2
Like when I
años.
finish my stint with CSEC, there's a nice little place in the foothills I'm going to retire to. Not that I'm retiring anytime
Sí, señor, buen sitio donde retirarse. Distrito de Zaquera.
Tell me about this place.
All the wards are more or less multicultural, but the other 4 are dominated by Asari.
Esto ha cambiado mucho, tío.
In
Pero
Secura, we've
mucho.
got major enclaves of Volus, Elcor, and Hanar. There's also a human commercial zone at Shinakiba. We've got a few Krogan walking around, and I think I saw a Quarian the other day.
Ataque del
Looks like
soberano.
most of the damage from Sovereign's attack has been repaired.
The Presidium was pretty
Del Mass Effect 1, cuando acordaros que atacaron la ciudadela.
All the wards got hit with debris when the ship exploded. Most of the damage was superficial, and the keepers got things restored fast. Tasery ward got the worst. A big chunk hit near the Dillanaga concert hall. They're still clearing wreckage and trying to get power restored.
Joder. Violencia con
I overheard your
sospechosos.
conversation. Make him scream a little?
This isn't a Presidium. All they have to worry about are protesters outside their free speech zones or someone's poodle crapping on the grass. Down here, we have drugs, organized crime, and murder. Policing a ward is like policing New York City. Sometimes you have to work outside the council's rulebook.
Bueno, si eso crees. Bueno, humanos de la
Last time I was here, there were
SEGC.
no human captains in CSEC.
The CSEC took a lot of casualties when the Geth boarded the Presidium. The Special Response Division was hard hit. They stopped turning their noses up at human resumes. They needed bodies in uniform, and we had the most experienced bodies.
Vale, pues una última pregunta
I need to talk to the council.
o
How can I
cuestión.
get to the Presidium from here?
Head through the security checkpoint and take a public shuttle.
El transbordador público. Vale, pues pasamos por
Need anything else, let
por
me
ahí.
know.
Perfecto. Pues a ver. Este es el café de Zaquera.
I hear this is the best place for food on Zakera Ward. You heard
Aquí no
This is the
puedo
best place
hablar.
to the whole damn Citadel.
Con este no puedo hablar. Bueno, esto fuera de cámara investigaré yo un poco la ciudadela, a ver cómo, qué cosas se pueden hacer y todo eso. Noticias galácticas. Joder, nivel 27, flipas. Vale, como digo, esto ya... Yo aquí iré al grano, pero ya fuera de cámaras investigaré un poquito. Vale. Trans, vale. Fijaros, nivel 26, nivel 27, nivel 28. Distrito de la fábrica. Solicitar nuevo seguidor. El presidio. Normandía. Solicitar un nuevo miembro. Nuevo miembro del pelotón. Vale. Pues el presidio. Vamos a ir al presidio. Hombre, esto ya me suena. Esto sí me suena ya. Hombre, Anderson, Capitán Anderson, mírale. Hombre, yo también me alegro de de estar en el mundo de los vivos. Almirante Anderson, ¿ves? Y yo he dicho Almirante Johnson, ¿no? He dicho. Desde que debía haberte elegido. Los políticos son así. Los políticos son así.
What did you expect?
I don't know. But he should listen to me once in a while. An advisor isn't much use if you ignore everything he says.
Ya. ¿De qué va esto?
Clear on why you wanted me to come.
There's been a lot of talk.
Ha habido muchos rumores de tu vuelta.
Some of what I hear has been, frankly, a little disturbing. I wanted to give you a chance to explain your actions. Maybe get the council to see things from your point of view. But they refuse to see you. You let the previous council die during Sovereign's attack on the Citadel. They feel you'll always put human interests before galactic concerns. Rumors that you're working with Cerberus haven't helped. What are you doing out there?
¿A qué te dedicas? Intento salvar a la humanidad.
Cerberus seems to be the only group who cares about our missing colonies.
I feel for those colonists, Shepard. But they went out to the Terminus systems to get away from the Alliance. We can't protect them, but you can. Or at least you're trying to, and I get the sense there's more going on here.
Me da la sensación de que ocurre algo más. Necesito tu ayuda.
The Reapers are moving again, but not through the gap. It's the Collectors. They're behind the colony abductions.
The Collectors? We hadn't considered that. There's so little data. They've always seemed like a fringe threat. If they're a front for the Reapers, this is big. But even that may not be enough to get
Pues bastante grave, sí, señor.
Udina and the others have spent the past 2 years convincing themselves the Reapers don't exist.
Pues sí existen, sí.
But they don't want to see it. It's just easier for them to accept Sovereign as a Geth warship.
Increíble. ¿Y qué pasa con las pruebas?
Are they blind? What about Vigil, the Prothean VI on Ilos?
The VI in Ilos shut itself down. You're the only one who spoke to it, just like you and your crew were the only ones who spoke directly to Sovereign.
Exactamente.
Officially, the existence of the Reapers has been dismissed as a myth spread by Saren to convince the Geth to follow it. We both know the truth. But I've spent 2 years fighting that line, and I don't have much to show for it.
¿Dices que es imposible?
It's not like you to give up, Anderson.
I haven't given up, but I have to be realistic.
No soy más que un asesor.
I'm just an advisor. I can't make Udina or the others on the council do anything. It's up to you to stop the Reaper Shepard.
Solo puedo intentar, yo solo puedo intentar protegerte.
The council and the Alliance off your back. Shouldn't be too hard if you're operating out in the Terminus systems.
Anderson.
Bueno.
We need to talk about Shepard. What are you doing here?
He venido a ver un
Stop
amigo.
by to see how Anderson was doing.
Somehow I doubt that's the extent of it. I'll have to make sure to speak with the rest of the council and let them know I had nothing to do with you coming here.
Tú mismo,
You
macho.
know they refused to meet with the commander?
And you know they have good reason. There could be serious political ramifications.
Vosotros mismos.
I expect to see you in my office when you're done here.
Bueno, tú qué borde, colega. Lo siento.
I didn't mean to get you in trouble.
Don't worry about it. once Udina cools off, he'll realize he has to keep me around. Besides, there aren't any official records that you and I spoke, and Udina will want to make sure it stays that way. If I get fired, people will ask questions. So he'll keep me on and just sweep this whole mess under the rug.
¿Qué tal te ha ido?
How have the last couple of years treated you?
Working for Udina isn't how I planned to spend my twilight years. Sometimes it feels like I'm just beating my head against a wall. Knowing the truth about Sovereign is brutal. It's nightmare stuff. I can't blame others for not wanting to believe it,
A ver.
but I know how important it is. So I keep trying. Fighting the good fight, right?
Deberías acompañarme, a ver qué me dice.
Forget Udina and the Council. Join my crew and help me stop the collectors.
I'm too old to go racing across the galaxy. Much as I complain, I've got an important job to do here.
Bueno,
Front line.
respetamos su decisión, chicos. Ashley Williams, ¿dónde está?
What happened to Gunnery Chief Williams after the Normandy was destroyed?
Operations Chief Williams is still with the Alliance, but she's working on a special mission.
Misión especial.
I can't say any more. Not while you're working with Cerberus, I'm sorry.
Venga, tío. Los daños en la ciudadela.
How long did it take to get this place back up to speed after
Pues me
the
imagino que un tiempecillo.
The main areas of commerce and the most populated wards are complete. But estimates for total
5 años.
around 5 years.
A ver, si es que hubo unos destrozos muy importantes, tío.
It's like our repairs are annoying. We'll put up an ugly new bulkhead, and in a few days, they've made it seamless. We never really thought of them as heavy lifters, and I have no idea where they get the resources. But we'd never get done without them.
Pero sin ellos nunca acabaremos, normal. Los restos del soberano.
I'm surprised no one can tell Sovereign isn't Geth technology. Didn't they examine the wreckage?
We don't have much to look at. Pieces have been rained all over the station.
Fue un
It was
caos.
chaos, with who knows how many species.
Debieron peinar distintos en busca de sus
We
muertos.
secured as much of it as we could, but between the keepers and a whole lot of unauthorized salvage, there's no way to account for even half of
No
that.
tenemos ni la mitad de ese
Another reason
trasto.
why they don't want to acknowledge what Sovereign was.
Tampoco quieren reconocer que era el soberano. Flipas. Pues solo nos queda la guerra con los Geth.
Last I knew, we were still fighting holdouts.
They're here and there, but they are increasingly disorganized. It's long since stopped being called a war, more like cleanup. Not that you can ever discount them. But we haven't had serious casualties for months. A civilian ship will spot an enclave and we send in a squad to clear it. They're not quite the boogeymen they used to be.
Ya no dan tanto miedo como antes. Pues bueno, yo creo que no tenemos que decirle nada más.
I better go.
Of course, Shepard, I understand. I wish I could do more to help you.
Si quieres hablar con alguien, aquí me tienes.
I'll be here. Just do me a favor and be careful.
No te fíes de
You
Cerberus.
can't trust Cerberus.
Eso intentaré. Bueno, a ver. Aunque hasta ahora nunca ha dado todo su apoyo, puede que valga la pena contactar con el Consejo e informar a sus miembros de los últimos acontecimientos. Vale, o sea que esta ya está hecha. Vale. A ver. Expediente. A ver cuánto. Vale. Ya, capello desconocido. Tiene una capacidad biótica excepcional. Nota, tiene antecedentes penales. Actualmente se encuentra en prisión. Se rumorea que Jack es el único biótico más poderoso que nunca haya visto. Hay muy pocos datos más relativos a Jack, excepto que el sujeto tiene un gran historial de violencia y se le ha de abordar con cuidado. En la actualidad Jack está confinado en purgatorio. La nave prisión turiana Cerberus ha negociado su liberación. Vale. Yo creo que vamos a ir. Los Sims 3 está jugando Slirke, no me ha dado tiempo a leerlo bien. Bueno, pues vamos a Normandía. Vamos a rescatar al... Vamos a ir, mejor dicho, a ver al médico ese. Que está en Omega. Aquí, como digo, ya vendré fuera de cámaras para investigar todo un poco más. Vale. Bueno, o sea que por lo que habéis visto no somos bien recibidos en la ciudadela. Bueno, pues ellos verán, ¿no? Ellos verán. Nosotros tenemos al almirante que de momento nos apoya en todo lo que puede hacer el hombre. Bueno, vamos a ver. No quiero ir ahí. Sí, bueno, sí quería. Pero... Tío, esta mierda, ¿por qué no se quita de aquí? Vamos a ver. Es que no se quita. Cerrar. Perdonar, pero es que ya lo consigo quitar por fin. Vale. Relé de masa. Vale. Fijar destino en relé. Nebulosa de arena. Nebulosa de Omega. Sí, ahí tenemos que ir. Recluta al Krogan. Recluta a la convicta. Y recluta al arcángel o al profesor. Vale. Vamos a ir aquí, que os he dicho que íbamos a ver al profesor. Perfecto. A ver. Vale, o sea que arcángel y el profesor están aquí. Entrar en la órbita. Válite. Digo válite. Vale. Atracamos. Uf. ¿Cuántos fragmentos hay por ahí repartidos? Guau, tío, cómo mola. Es que en serio, este juego me mola un huevo, tío. Desde que probé el 1, tiene unas ganas inmensas de probar el 2. Y el 3, en cuanto lo termine. Y el 2 en... A ver, que me aclare. Y el 3, en cuanto termine el 2, lo voy a probar fijísimo. Pero vamos, sí o sí. Pues este... A Miranda... Y a Jacob. Vale. De momento no podemos elegir armas, así que vamos. Vale.
Welcome to Omega. You're new here, aren't you? I can always tell. Allow me to...
Bueno, ¿tú qué cara tienes?
Hello,
Cara mala leche.
I was just...
Leave Target now.
Of course, Macklin. Whatever she wants.
Lo que ella diga.
Blasted scavengers. Welcome to Omega, Shepard.
You know who I am?
Of course. We had you tagged the moment you entered the Terminus system.
No eres tan discreto
You're
como
not as subtle
crees.
as you think. Arya wants to know what brings a dead Spectre to Omega. I suggest you go to Afterlife now and present yourself.
Tranquilo.
Got the attitude. I'm not here to cause problems for Omega.
Things explode around you, Shepard. You can't blame Arya for keeping an eye on you. Afterlife now.
Ahora. Pues nada, habrá que ir allí. Vale, o sea que por lo visto hay un centro de cuarentena. Madre, ¿cómo está esto, tío? Bueno, flipas. Flipas en colores, chaval. Vale, vamos a ver el mapa. Los suburbios. ¿Dónde están? ¿Dónde se...? Vale. Nivel inferior del Afterlife. Área VIP del Afterlife. Apartamentos, Hermandad, depósito de transportes. Entrada al Afterlife. Vale, o sea, de frente. Como hay que ir al Afterlife, pues...
Come on, let me in. Ari's expecting me.
Vamos para adelante. Bueno, tío, cómo mola, colega. Flipas. Y no es que se vea oscuro, es que el juego está así de oscuro. Vale, ¿ahora para dónde? Barman, vamos a hablar con este. Pedir una bebida. Pedimos una bebida. A ver si con la bebida decimos, le preguntamos a ver. No, pensaba que con el tema de la bebida le iba a preguntar algo, pero no. Vale, así que nos vamos. Esto va... Vale. ¿Por aquí a dónde se va? Bueno, tío, qué poca resistencia tiene, ¿no? Forban. ¿Tú dices algo? Nada, lo mismo. Nos vamos. ¿Este quién es? Ah, una bailarina. Por aquí. Patriarca.
Said he had close family. They'll just want revenge. Kill the family first. Then he'll get angry, come at you stupid. And then you kill him. I don't think I know. I'm the patriarch. Aria's patriarch. What do you want?
¿Qué quieres? Aria.
What do you know about Arya?
A few centuries ago, Omega was my rock. When Aria arrived, she had nothing but the clothes on her back.
Creo que me he desviado del tema, pero bueno.
She killed half my men and convinced the rest that she could run this place better than I did. She came for me here in this bar. We tore this place apart. She crushed one of my hearts, shattered half the bones of my body, and left me alive.
¿Por qué te dejó vivo?
What made her decide to leave you alive?
No, she doesn't destroy what she can use. She said I could have all my old comforts if I served as her advisor. I knew how things worked. I knew who to lean on, who to smack down, who to smile at. And everyone who respected me saw me beaten, broken. They knew that as strong as I'd been, she was stronger.
Vale. Patriarca, ¿por qué te llaman así?
Why do they call you patriarch?
It's like an Asari matriarch, only male. It was Arya's little joke. After she took me down, she let me live. Kept me around as an advisor,
Y como trofeo.
trophy.
Tus
Broken
batallitas.
as old as you must have some great stories.
I killed a lot of people, lived well, and was beaten by a small Asari who keeps me around as an example. My time is done. Anyone I killed is long forgotten.
Ahora la protagonista es Aria.
Stories are Arya's now.
Vale, pues
You
nada.
should be going.
De momento, nada más. A ver el mapa, tío, que estoy perdidísimo, colega. Estoy muy perdido. Vale, Aria. Un momento. Vale. Me imagino que la dueña de esto será Aria. Vale, ¿por dónde hemos subido? Por aquí. Vale. Bueno, pues la cosa pinta muy guapa. Me está gustando muchísimo, tío. Pero mucho. Vale, la área está ahí arriba. Ah, vale, por aquí se puede acceder. Perfecto. Vale. Aquí está Aria. Uf, cuánta seguridad hay aquí, ¿no? Flipas. ¿Para qué el escaneo?
If you're looking for weapons, you're not doing a very good job.
Can't be too careful with dead specters. That could be anyone wearing your face.
I was told you're the person to talk to if I have questions.
They're clean.
Depends on the questions.
You run Omega?
I am Omega.
Soy Omega. ¿Lol?
But you need more. Everyone needs more something, and they all.
Todos acuden a mí.
I'm the boss, CEO, queen, if you're feeling dramatic. It doesn't matter. Omega has no titled ruler and only
La regla del más fuerte, ¿no?
one ruler.
Esa me imagino que será la regla.
Don't fuck with Aria.
Ah, vale. Le voy a poner, conmigo pasa lo mismo. Ahí, gallito.
Sounds like neither of us likes being jerked around.
And on your ship that would matter. Here, we entertain my preferences.
Ahí no se calla la boca bien.
So, what can I do for you?
El arcángel.
Track down Archangel.
You and half of Omega. You want him dead too?
No, no quiero matarlo. Bueno, esperad un momento, chicos. Bueno, ya estoy por aquí de nuevo. No.
I'm putting a team together. He's on my list.
Interesting. You're gonna make some enemies teaming up with Archangel. That's
¿En
as soon as you
serio?
can get to him. He's in a bit of trouble right now.
Explícate.
What kind of trouble?
The local merc groups have joined forces to take him down. They've got him cornered, but it sounds like they're having trouble finishing him off. They've started hiring anybody with a gun to help.
Sounds like that might be our ticket in.
They're using a private room for recruiting. Just over there. I'm sure they'll sign me up.
Seguro que te admitirán. ¿Qué grupos están tras él?
Which merc groups are after Archangel?
Blue Suns, Eclipse, Blood Pack. They're Omega's major players. Unless they're at war, you'll never see them together. But one thing they hate more than each other is Archangel.
¿Y tú lo odias o no?
Do you hate Archangel?
I don't have time for hate, but I distrust them all equally. For now, I'm happy just to let them kill each other.
Quiero datos de
What can
arcángel.
you tell me about Archangel?
Not as much as I'd like. He showed up here several months ago and started causing all sorts of problems. If you make your own laws, which everyone here does, he makes life difficult. He's reckless and idealistic, but he seems to know enough to stay clear of me.
Vale. Pues gracias, hombre.
Appreciate the help.
See if you still feel that way when the mercs realize you're here to help him.
Mordin.
I'm looking for Morton Solus. Do you know where I can find him?
The Solarium Doctor?
Exactamente.
Last I heard, he was trying to help plague victims in the quarantine zone. I always liked Morden. He's as likely to heal you as he is to shoot you.
¿Dónde está?
How do I get to him?
If you really need to find him, Take a shuttle to the quarantine zone. No guarantee they'll let you in, of course.
Vale. Indiferencia sobre Sepper.
One scan and we're straight to business. People are usually more concerned about who I am.
Your death was downplayed, but hardly what I call a secret. I had to make sure it was really you.
Eso es verdad.
You could have been anyone, anything. Whatever you need will come out on its own. I'm curious, but Omega doesn't really care.
A Omega no le importas. Sobre ti.
Tell me how you got set up here.
That's as privileged as information gets. I have many friends in
De eso no te voy a decir nada, colega.
I don't count you among either. We'll see how useful you prove.
Uf,
Short answer?
se ha molestado bastante. Omega.
So, you must know what's what on Omega.
Everything that's worth knowing. I don't usually give it out freely. Information is power.
Información es poder. No lo olvidéis nunca.
Take a walk in a back alley or buy one of the mercs a drink. Better yet, talk to the entertainers.
Hacen visitas guiadas estupendas.
Just don't waste my time.
Bueno, pues ya creo que no le tenemos que preguntar más.
Maybe I'll come back later.
Maybe I'll be here.
Vale. Pues bueno, chicos, aquí vamos a dejar el capítulo de hoy. En el siguiente capítulo iremos a buscar a Arcángel o bien al Doctor, ya veremos. Más sumados de rebeldía. Será por lo que le he dicho antes. Y bueno, espero que os haya gustado y nos vemos en el siguiente vídeo. Adiós.